Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real talk, real life by someone who really did a little bit, not a lot of it, but I did something, right? And what it is added preservatives and none of that fakery. So trip out on this, right? As you can tell by that thumbnail right there, in a Menudo style in a direct fashion, we've heard Conejo's side. We've heard King Little G's side. Yes, indeed, we have. But what about neighborhood music? Kick it back, neighborhood music, tortillas and the frias. We haven't heard Little Rob's side. How he feels about this situation, about his name being thrown into the mix, concerning the kingdom of Chicano rap. Now, last night, myself and Dubs, shout out to my boy Dubs, we did a collabo live as we've been doing, yet we did a versus. Okay, it was something new that we wanted to bring to the people. I hope that you enjoyed it. Those of you that were able to tap in, that were able to hear some good music. And we did it for the raza. We did it for the people. At the end of the day, there was no winner. The winner was the gente that got to listen to some good music by two individuals who really put it down and definitely both hold the crown when it comes to raza in the rap game. Now, like my boy Dub said in his spiel, we always get labels put on everything. You know, a Chicano rap, Mexicano rap, raza rap. When it's just rap, simply rap, people got different deliveries, different beats, different estilos. There's a lot of different things going on. And at the end of the day, it's up to you as a person to decide what music you like just a little bit better. It doesn't matter who's been doing it longer, who's going to do it longer. The longevity, of course, does affect, certain elements of the game. But at the end of the day, gente, it's up to us as people to decide who we're going to throw in the tape deck that day. What are the tape deck? Old school. You guys don't remember that? Guard, you remember that? Who cares what you remember? Say, you know what I mean? Now trip out. We're going to say this with our chest like West. Yay, yay. You see that? I appreciate all the rappers. The norte, the sur. Everyone from the north to the south, top to bottom, Texas, all the southwestern states, all the way up to New York, the Puerto Ricanos that are getting it in. Everyone of a Latin descent, everyone that's brown, thank you for opening doors for the youngsters to get in, con un pinche Edgar and handle their business. I'm sure they appreciate it just as much as I do. Good music is good music. Now I listen to a little bit of everything. And I'm sure that when this topic came up, when Conejo just decided to say, you know what? He felt that Little Rob was the king of Chicano rap. He was basically saying that stilo, that flavor, what he did and how he does it, and the doors that he opened was the reason why he said what he said. That's that man's prerogative. He could do what he wants to do. Orderly Bobby Brown, he got down the way he wanted to get down, and he stuck to his guns on it. He stood firm 10 toes down for what he truly believed in and didn't backstep on it. Okay, King Little G felt some other type of way, and we've addressed that. I've addressed that. At the end of the day, no one is right and no one is wrong. It's to each their own, to each flavor. But what's the $1 million question here is, what's Little Rob's input on this? Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Well, Spencer says winter, but at the same time, we're trying to see what's going on with the winter nights. When's he going to address this situation? How does he feel? Does he feel humbled that the crown was placed upon his head by a legend, from one legend to another? Or does he feel slighted some type of way because King Little G said there's only one king down south. There's only one king in this era. Now, I understand how people can see it and pick and choose sides. And like Conejo said, man, it tends to go a different route and it starts to escalate and blow up. Now, this ain't barrio warfare. This ain't the west side versus the east side or Pac and Biggie. This ain't none of that. What this was is a simple man's solution to a question, an answer to a question that was poised, or just basically a dictation that he threw out there saying, this is what I think, gente. Because a lot of people lately have been saying Chicano rap is dead. Okay, the old school Chicano rap that I remember that I labeled, and I put the label on it, Chicano rap, was like Mr. Night Owl, Little One, Spanky Loco, things like that, even Sir Dino. We can go as far back as to Darkroom Familia up north. We had a lot of rappers that had that stilo. They used a lot of the oldie beats. I'm your puppet. You already know what it was. And they put that twist, that Vato Loco twist on it. The Cholo stilo, the creases in the bands. You know what I mean? The papitas, the tortillas, The frijoles frias. You already know what it was. Little Rob kept that going, and he was able to go mainstream and push an agenda. Push it for the people. You know, and at the end of the day, get a big old bag while doing it. Hey, can't be mad at him. Can't hate on that, right? But there was so many more before him. You know, Proper Dose. You know, Brown Side. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on. You know, if I didn't mention Spencer. And then there's rappers nowadays, like I said, that carry that torch. You know, like Dopey. You know, Enemies. You know, vatos like, Lil Grifo, and of course, Little Weirdo. And then you got vatos up north that were doing it before, like Woody, rest in peace. And the vatos like Big Tone. And of course, you got vatos like GB, as well as Rico Too Smooth. And the list goes on and on. Gente that continue to do it and influxing and putting in their brown ways. Can't be mad at that, Esse. Now, one thing I will say is this. You know, like I said, the $1 million question is, where does Little Rob stand in all this? How does he feel? You know, when your name is being put out there in a positive manner, for the most part, you get back at the person like, hey, homie, gracias, I appreciate that. Hey, Spencer, homes, I don't want that title. I'm not tripping off titles, but at the end of the day, thank you, homes. I appreciate the appreciation. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is until it is what it is. Now, when someone is saying, chale, see that I'll rock that vato fucking with my eyes closed and one arm right there doing the 60 days in. You know, I don't care. As King Little G did, he said, you know, that he could battle rap and out battle rap both these individuals at the same time. Now, what people don't know is Conejo, by nature, is a battle rapper. But one thing happens when you battle rap an individual. When you battle rap comes with disrespect. Battle rap comes with a lot of punks and this and that. It's just natural. That's battle rap. The battle rap means you're going to battle. You're going to war. Guerra. So automatically your instinct is to defame, belittle, and befuddle, or whatever, however you say it, confuse the individual, right? You want to befuddle him. You know, you want him to be flabbergasted, word of the day, at the end of the day. Guard, is that a word? I don't even care if you say it's a word. It's a word right here. That's how it goes. You know, so I can see where Conejo says, nah, go ahead and hold that, homie. That crown is yours. That's it. If you want it, you got it. You know, but in the beginning, he gave it to Little Rob. And the reason he gave it to Little Rob is that was his true feelings. And I'm mad at that. Do I agree with Little Rob being the king of Chicano rap? Absolutely not. Why? Because I think there's plenty of those that came before him, you know, like maybe ODM or you know, from Lighter Shade of Brown, or, you know, Kid Frost or Sir Dino, and just so many others that deserve this crown before Little Rob. Let's face it, man. Little Rob had a few hits. They went mainstream. We heard them. We know them. We could sing them. But at the end of the day, who really was the innovator to even push him to the forefront? Who gave him the ideas? People like Cypress Hill and so many others, right? That no one ever speaks on or gives the respect to, who actually put it down for the brown. Now, King Little G is going to feel how he feels. And that's acceptable. That's understandable. That man has that torch, homie, and the flame's not out. But there's other vatos like Swifty Blue. Vatos like Grifo and Weirdo. Drummer Boy. Youngsters that are in the game that also have their hand on that torch. I said, there's all kinds of hands on that torch. Get your hand off. I said, I'm trying to have my hand. Look, can I have my hand? Misfit Soto, Cujo, Baldacci. I've mentioned so many of them. You know, and everyone seems to forget about the North and what they contribute to the pot. Okay, they got a lot of Chicanos, a lot of brown people also that are doing that damn thing. You know, so let's not make this a north-south thing or a south-north thing, or let's not make it an east-west thing or Tejas, because the Mexican OT is doing different types of things over there. I want them into it. See that vato over there, Mexican OT is making a lot of money, and he's going to continue to make a lot of money, right? Let's give just do where it is. Some other vato got at me, was like, what about SPM? What about SPM? We're talking about Chicano rap, not Mexicano rap. He's a South Park Mexican. Leave him over there, Holmes. He's in protected custody. Leave him over there. See? We don't need to discuss his charges y todo mine. I'm not hating, I'm just delegating. You know what I mean? We'll delegate him over there because that's where he wants to be. Now, one thing I will say that is for sure is there's a lot of people that have been a heavy influence and they've done a lot. You know, shout out Julio Gotos, real ones like that. Producers, entrepreneurs like Burner, so many people. But question of the day, I pose this to you and I pose this to him, specific in the Pacific, to be specific, right? What's up with Little Rob? How does he feel about this? Like I said, we heard Grifo's side a few times. We've heard Conejo voice it, and then he killed it and deaded it, and he said it's no issue. What's up with Little Rob, though? How does he feel? Does he take the challenge? You know, I'm not trying to pump nothing up and build animosity, because I know there's really no animosity there. It was this call out by King Little G was not intended to show animosity. It was intended to show the purity of rap and who could actually, at the end of the day, rap better. So where's it at, Holmes? Where you at, Little Rob? Is Little Rob going to take up this challenge? Is he going to be the man to step up to the forefront? Now, I understand totally, and I agree with why Conejo said, nah, I'm on cruise control. I'm doing my own thing. He has nothing, zero to prove. That man is on a whole different plane and a different level. SKM. He's been doing his thing, Holmes. And he's going to continue. Now, what right there, he's going to continue to do what he does. You know? Straight up. And that's what real ones do. Now, as for vatos like King Little G, also, Holmes, he could build a townhouse out of it. You know what I mean? He's living. Have you ever seen his videos in the Highness con Nalgonas and Tortas? Oh my. King Little, whatever you're doing, you're doing it. I want to take my hat off. My hair's all messed up. I'm bowing down to the West Side Connect. I understand how you get down, Holmes, and I appreciate your videos. That's one thing I can say. The music might not be as good as Conejo's in my eyes, and that's Pensa. That's just the way it is to me. But man, the nalgas were. You know what I mean? Them Highness, different levels. Anyways, there's so many rappers out there that can rap. And a lot of people want to challenge a lot of people. And it's more for pride. You know, the brown people, we got a lot of pride, a lot of dignity. We got our chests out like West out, right? We definitely want people to hear us, see us, and feel us, and know what we got going on. And this is just real talk. I'm not sitting here trying to absorb bad energy. I'm out here pushing positive and pure energy. When I say I would love to see a rap battle between Little Rob and this King Little G. I would love to see that. Not on no haterism or no gangsterism stuff. Not on no hood beefs or nothing like that, but just on some pure talent. You know, something that the people thirst for and crave is any type of battle. Now, it doesn't have to go left when it could go right. Let's do it the right way instead of the left way. Let's leave the left behind and hit the right. That's it. You know, and it's just always good like that. But we haven't, to this point, heard Little Rob voice his opinion on it. I'm sure he will get on some podcasts or when someone reaches out to him and asks him, and we'll see where he stands. Again, this is another vato making big moves, doing big things. All three of these individuals that were brought up in this conversation, Conejo, Little Rob, as well as King Little G, all in their own lane. They're in the fast lane, pedal to the flow, man. Woo, woo, yeah. Orale, pinche guard. You hear what I'm saying? Sit down here. Knowledge you can't get in college. Well, I listen to With Bridge to Cross, With Bridge to Burn. Orale, Randy Jackson. Just sit over there, Travis Tritt. We're over here. We're not on our Garth Brooks stuff, although Garth was a bad boy. He's got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases. My blues away. Orale, you didn't know Mexicano could sing that, huh? And I'll be okay. Orale, I will be okay. But what's even more okay than me is the rap talent of these individuals. I would love to see a Little Rob versus King Little G for the crown. To be crowned. If the crown is that major, if it's that serious, let's see it. Conejo, different level. Busy, cruise control, making movies. That's it. He's doing his thing con Stanley Kubrick and that other vato, the one that did Pulp Fiction. He's making moves with thugs. That's called Thugs, and Thugs, not Thugs with Hugs. You already know what it is. So at the end of the day, I expressed my feelings and my question out there to Little Rob. Where's he at? What's his take on this situation? You know, because a lot of people try to stir the pot when it came to the Conejo King Little G. I wouldn't say beef. There was no beef. A discrepancy. A choice not to agree. An agreement to disagree on certain things. And I understand King Little G. That's a little fiery dude right there. That about to ain't no joke. That about to say, I'm holding the crown. That's it. I challenge everybody. What you want to do? Well, guess what? There's a vato named Menemins from 18, who I will put my money behind. That vato's bad, Holmes. You know, there's a vato named Mesfin Soto, a vato named Drummer Boy, Grifo, and all these cats that I think can wrap laps around certain individuals. So we're just gonna see how it all plays out. But again, like I want to say, you know, Little Rob and Mr. Neighborhood Music, where you at? You know, what's his take on it? Is he humbled? Which I would be. If my name was even put out there by a legend like Conejo, hey man, this is Vato Gunner, he's good on YouTube, I would be like, shh, I'm humbled, Humps. You know, do you want to challenge this guy? No. My challenging days are over. I don't need to challenge anyone. You know, you remember what happened to the challenge? It went up there and exploded. That was 88, 87. Remember? Old school. I was in school when that happened. I don't want to go that route, but I agree to say that all these individuals, every name I mentioned, every name that was mentioned by other people, are so talented. We need them, gente. One thing I do agree with and I love about our people, our brown people, is that we're not like other people where we're losing our rappers every day, where they're dying and they're killing each other over gold chains, and you know, we stay out of that mix, you know, because we know when it gets serious, it gets Eddie Murphy delirious, and we give it to you raw. So I'm glad that the gente have been able to stay out of that. But as far as the verses or seeing who really holds the crown, I don't think we'll ever know at the end of the day, but it sure would be good to see it. So I say, what's up, Little Rob? Where you at when it comes to King Little G and Little Rob? I would love to see that. I think it's something acceptable. I think it's something that people would cry out for, that they would want to see. And again, man, I appreciate the talent of both those guys. I think that's a great battle. Me, myself, as well as Dubs, we played music last night from both sides, from King Little G as well as Conejo. And I can say the people decided who the winner was. And guess who the winner was? Are you ready? Guard! I said, are you ready? The winner was us. It was us, because we got 2 hours of just bumping, rola after rola, jam after jam. These guys, you know what? I gotta admit, and I gotta say, with no allegedlys, in real life, they did that. They both did that. They both got beats. They both could rap. Their cadence was cool. The background was even better. I mean, it was the jams. So in the end, as brown people, we win. All people sprinkle the woods in. If there was a wood in there, I'll see you bobbing your head, because I can see you, brother. Right? They were in there filming themselves, and the brothers, of course, they're not going to voice much of an opinion. But at the end of the day, man, they was in there like, all right, I'll see you, Conejo. Right? They were doing that thing. Anyways, with that being said, gente, where you at, Little Rob? I haven't heard Little Rob address this. I would love to hear him address it. If he doesn't, and he chooses not to, and just says, you know what, I'm way too major, getting me, you know, hit me on my pager, that he doesn't want to involve himself in that, I understand that too. This is not to stir up any conflict or put anyone in a mix that they don't want to be involved in. This is just merely to say, when it comes to music, rap, it's a universal language. You know, I'm trying to see where his head's at with that. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get every single thing that you want coming to you. Remember, this is Gunner's Profiles, where we styling, that's it, and we profiling, that's it. And we're doing whatever it takes to get it done, to bring the gente together so that way we can enjoy neighborhood music, kick and bang, neighborhood music. Orale, I'll battle rap. Who wants to battle rap me? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how to rap. Or do I? One never knows, does one. The wind might blow. With that being said, man, hit me with that like and subscribe, please. I highly appreciate it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this Chicano clothing crown. And at the end of the day, Holmes, when it all ends and the sun settles, we're still going to be here. And the rappers are still going to be rapping. And that's what it is. The gun. Bang, bang.